Hello, and welcome to Sexology Unlocked. I am Olivia,
And I'm Erica.
and we are coming to you guys to talk to you about today's topic, which is the female orgasm.
So, we're going to talk about the female orgasm because it is so wonderful and so important. We're going to start with Orgasm 101. So, whether you're watching this for yourself or to tell a friend, you're going to get a good treat of information today. So, let's start with what an orgasm actually is. An orgasm is a climax, or what most people call coming. And in the female orgasm, it's going to be a contraction of muscles in the genital area that's accompanied by a release of endorphins, and feel-good endorphins are great. Those are those hormones that tell us everything is well. That's why it's such a wonderful full body experience for some people. For others people, it could be happening just in that genital region. But orgasms are not just limited to sexual interaction. You can actually have orgasms from exercise. You can have orgasm from arousal of thought. So all these different ways that someone could orgasm, the pressure to have one is highly intense. So we're going to help unlock for you the different ways that you can achieve orgasm and have better orgasms today. So let's talk about the top 3 methods in which you could reach an orgasm. So that first would be clitoral, vaginal, and the ever wonderful G-spot. Olivia, can you tell us a little bit about those?
I sure can. So, what the first one that you talked about is the clitoral orgasm for a woman. Now, 80% of women that have been surveyed around the world say that they have their best orgasms from having clitoral stimulation. Now, clitoral stimulation can be done many different ways. It could be oral stimulation, it could be manual stimulation with just your hands, or it could be stimulation using a bedroom accessory. So, what happens in a clitoral orgasm is that blood flow comes to the clitoris once it is being aroused, and because all of your nerve endings in every part of your body goes to this clitoris, when you're having that stimulation, that is the reason why you feel that full body orgasm. So that is the clitoral stimulation. Now, the next way you could have an orgasm is from vaginal stimulation. Now, the first inch of your vaginal entry has the most nerve endings. Now, when you're being penetrated by either a toy, a finger, a penis, anything that you put inside, it's going to be rubbing against those nerve endings in your vaginal walls. Now, what happens when it's getting stimulated? All of those nerve endings are sending a little message to your clitoris, which is actually surrounding the whole area. And it's saying, we're ready. And it's going to give you a great explosion. But now, ladies, I want to let you guys know, it's okay if you've never had a vaginal orgasm. Because only about 15 to 30% of women say that they have a orgasm from just vaginal stimulation. So for all of you ladies who haven't, it's okay, but try and see if you can get one. Erica, what about the G-spot?
Oh, the G-spot. Definitely a great thing to explore and try if you've not been paying attention to that elusive G-spot. We're going to give you all the tips on where it is and how to bring yourself closer with a partner, a toy, or just yourself to that elusive G-spot orgasm. So the G-spot is about 2 inches inside the vaginal opening, which is about the length of your fingers here. So to insert that into the vaginal opening and then have a come hither motion, you're going to be able to find that area that's at the top of the vaginal wall. Again, it's not part of the vaginal wall, but it's actually felt through the vaginal wall, and that area will begin to swell. Now, it may take several minutes to go through, and it takes a process. You actually have to stroke and prepare that area, but it will respond. You'll feel that swell, your partner will feel that swell, and that fullness is what's going to help bring you to orgasm. So practice to find that area. Communicate with your partner if there's more than just yourself in the situation, and you'll start to feel pleasure from that fullness. Now, that spot is something that's different on everyone, so please have patience with yourself, have patience with your partner, and just enjoy the journey. Definitely enjoy the journey. So it was originally by Dr. Ernest Graftenberg and made popular by Dr. Beverly Whipple. Olivia knows I'm such a nerd, and so that type of information fascinates me. So if you ever want to know more about the G-spot, you can comment for Olivia and I in our videos, and we'll be able to interact with you. But definitely, it's worth the journey to find that G-spot. Right, Olivia?
Right. It is definitely worth the journey. So next, what we're going to talk about are some lifestyle hacks that you can use to get to that orgasm, especially for you ladies who now, during the time that we're in, we're not being able to get to that orgasm as fast because of different things. So the first thing I want to talk to you guys about is stress. Reduce your stress. So if you can reduce your stress, you can get a better orgasm. So what I suggest is definitely taking a time out and maybe drawing yourself a bath. Or maybe even just taking 5 minutes just to go outside, look at the sun, breathe in fresh air, or just sit and meditate. But those are great ways of stress relievers to help you get to a great orgasm. Another way is for those of you who are just going all over and you're eating everything like Cookie Monster. Yes, you're eating everything like Cookie Monster. Why? We're home. Because we're home, we are eating. Yes, Erica's like, me too. I'm going to raise my hand. We're eating
Oreo.
Cookie Monster. And so because we're eating everything, our sugar has gone up, our starch has gone up, and our fatty intake has gone up. To help with receiving a great orgasm, you can lower your sugar and starch intake, which will help you have a better orgasm. Because when you are having all that sugar, what happens is that it helps bring more fat to the body, which then stops you from wanting to have sex, because then you're like, oh my God, my clothes don't fit. Oh, I don't feel sexy. Those are different type of things that will stop you from having an orgasm. So stop eating all of that fatty food. You can eat it, but just don't eat as much. All right. The next thing that I want to tell you about is reduce your smoking. So for all of us who are into just trying different things like CBD or cigarettes, all of those things actually hinder your circulation. So because it hinders your circulation, that means you're not getting the blood flow to your clitoris. So if you reduce your smoking, instead of having maybe 2 or 3 cigarettes a day, maybe bringing it down to maybe 1.5 cigarettes, or even just maybe only having one of those CBD smokes a day, that would help with bringing down that stress of having the smoke in your system and messing with your circulatory system. Another one, medications. Medications are great for us. They help us with headaches, depression, anxiety, diabetes, all of that stuff. But make sure you check with your doctors to see if your medications have side effects that do affect your libido and your desire. Because if they do, that then deters your orgasms. So always check with your doctor to see what medications you're using, if they affect your libido or desire, and if they do, see if your doctor can prescribe you something else that would be better for you so that you can still have a great orgasm. The next one I want to talk to you guys about is your PC muscle. Make sure you work that PC muscle, because the more you work your PC muscle, the stronger it will be, and the stronger that it is the better chance of having that great orgasm. So, Erica, I talked about the PC muscle. What should we do with it, and how do we strengthen it?
It's so easy. There's so many different ways to strengthen the PC muscles. I could be strengthening them right now, and you don't know. That's
Yes.
how easy it is to strengthen your PC muscles. If you've heard of Kegel exercises, that is the exercise that's going to help you strengthen these PC muscles. And I'll teach you a couple different ways that you can incorporate those into your lifestyle seamlessly, privately, and easy. The first way is isolating those PC muscles and finding them if you haven't been doing Kegels before. Now, it's advised that you, while urinating, ladies on the toilet, if you stop the flow of urine, notice which muscles you're using. Those muscles that help you stop the flow of urine are part of your pelvic core and will help you with your orgasms as well as with urination control. So if you've had a kid or two like me, you constantly need to do that to make certain that you don't have the little sneeze and wee or the laugh and wee, so you can giggle freely and then also have really good orgasms. So strengthening that way by just isolating the muscles and squeezing, once you know where they are, you could do them like right now, sitting in this chair. We could be doing right now. You have no idea. You can be in your Zoom meetings, no idea that what's going on. If you want to take it up a notch and want to do some sexercising, meaning that we're focusing on some exercises that will actually increase the pelvic floor, you could use Kegel weights, which are inserted inside of the vagina. Most of them have a handle and safe, soft material that you can squeeze and have resistance. It's almost like if you're using weights. You may start out with arm exercises where you're just doing the motion. Eventually, you'll build that muscle up and you'll need a resistance. So those weights coming in are a safe, measured weight that are used inside of the vagina so you can get the resistance and then also strengthen those muscles. Also, as a bonus, we talked about healthy eating during these times where we're shut in and how we may start to pick up some bad habits. Olivia told us some of those. Well, we can replace those with good habits like exercising. So if you have a bad knee like me, these exercises are things that are safe for anyone to do. That would include pelvic floor yoga. So we'll provide you with some images and some examples of that, of where you can do poses like the frog pose, which opens up that pelvic area and utilizes and gently strengthens those muscles. We also have squats as a bonus, and you can do planks as a bonus also. So there's lots of different things that you incorporate. There's several Pilates moves that do strengthen the core muscles. So anything that you're doing in an exercise routine that's safe for you, approved by your doctor, and it strengthens that core is going to be something that'll help strengthen your orgasm. Plus, in addition to that, you get endorphins from exercise. So it's going to start that feel-good process. You're going to feel good about yourself. That may make you more aroused, increase the libido, and then the ball gets rolling, and we can start doing some of those things we talked about in order to reach that orgasm. But definitely, I'm excited about all this information. You see me look, I'm like taking notes. I'm like, okay, so now that I know better, I can do better. Olivia's challenged me about, about my addiction to Oreos. So everything in moderation, right?
Everything in moderation. And besides, we want to have better orgasms as women because orgasms actually help with producing endorphins in our body. It helps us live longer. It helps beautify our skin. As Erica and I were talking about, our skin has looked so much better being on quarantine with our husbands. And also, too, it helps with stress. It also helps with just being a better person and making you have better moods. So definitely making sure that you practice all of these things can help you as a woman have better time. Okay, so if you like this video, please share it. And also too, please hit the subscribe button and also hit the bell for notifications. And Eric and I will be back every week with something new to talk about. Now, drop some comments below. Let us know how you like it and what other topics that you would like to hear from us. And we are so grateful for you guys all to listen. Oh, one other thing. Down below and underneath here in our information, you have the links to our podcast if you want to listen to it. We also have our websites down below so that you can order some of our favorite products from us. And then also, if you want to email us because you have some real in-depth questions that you don't want to post down below. So, Erica, it was great.
Yes, this was fun. I love this. I love this.
All right, you guys, we'll see you next time. Love you. Bye.